Beterbiev versus Bivol 2 is one of the highest skill displayed matches in boxing history. In my opinion, when I was watching it, this fight was definitely better than the first fight. I was just super impressed by Bivol's adjustments that he made because honestly, if I'm being real, I was picking Beterbiev to win probably by knockout because this is the trend with fighters with heavy power versus fighters who don't have, devastating knockout power like Bivol. We've seen it a lot because, and this is going by like the UFC. This is not really like UFC math. It's kind of just like how styles play out. Like for an example, Ilya Taporia, he goes the distance with someone like Josh Emmett, but Josh Emmett is nowhere near the levels of skill of Max Holloway, Volkanovski. He's nowhere near that. But Ilya Taporia goes out and absolutely knocks out both Max and Volk in under 4 rounds. And that's mainly because when you don't have to worry about devastating power coming back at you, like Taporia fighting Josh Emmett, who Josh Emmett arguably is the pound for pound hitting, puncher in the UFC. When you don't have to worry about devastating power like that, you can just march them down, have a tight guard, walk them down, land a couple of shots, and it'll hurt them or do a lot more damage. And this was what I thought was going to be the case in the rematch. I thought that Beterbiev was going to be a little bit more confident going into this fight because he's felt Bivol's best shot. And, Beterbiev is the one known with devastating power. Bivol is the one that's really a volume. He's a precise volume puncher, which makes him super, super, one of the most elite boxers ever. You saw what he did to Canelo, and now he has Beterbiev on his record, which two undisputed champions in the world has got to be one of the greatest resumes in history, and this arguably cements Beterbiev Bivol in the top 5 of pound for pound boxers currently. Now I'm going to talk about some of the fights on the card. Shakur Stevenson versus that electrician. Shakur Stevenson is embarrassing. I understand his hands hurt. I completely understand that. So I'll give him credit for that. Fighting with a messed up hand, that's really hard to do. But the thing is with Shakur is that guy is so boring. Like he is really skilled. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the most skilled people out there. Shakur Stevenson is like the Bilal Muhammad of boxing in the lightweight division. He's so boring to watch. Every now and then he'll get a finish, but it's not even like, oh my gosh, he got an insane finish. It's, oh, there it is. Because the guy he's fighting was an electrician. He took this fight on 2 days, I think 3 days notice, 4 days notice, something like that. And the fact that I went 9 rounds is low-key embarrassing. That is so embarrassing of Shakur Stevenson to go 9 rounds with, what's his name, Liam Padley Pimblett. Like, I don't even know his name. So that's embarrassing of Shakur. His ass does not want to fight Gervonta Davis. We'll probably get Shakur versus, George Kambosos before we get Shakur versus Gervonta. Who knows? Oh my gosh. And then the co-main, Joseph Parker versus Martin Bakole. That was a fantastic fight. Great fight, even though it was only 2 rounds. I was very impressed because I thought with how heavy Martin Bakole is that Joseph Parker was just going to get walked down and hurt bad, but really proved me wrong, and I'm very happy that Joseph Parker won. Honestly, I thought Joseph Parker was going to beat Daniel Dubois. I really did. I still think he is. Daniel Dubois, he is really skilled, but I feel like he's better than people think. Yeah, fighting AJ, but this is if I'm being for real, any win, and if you beat AJ after the Usyk and the Ruizes, it's kind of it's already been done already, so there's that. But back to Bivol Beterbiev. Bivol's boxing in the 9th round could easily be a lecture class in a university. It was some of the most fluid, beautiful, pinpoint. It was amazing, man. Seeing this guy, I'm so glad he finally went back to the game plan he kind of had with Canelo, where basically he would fire his shots every time Beterbiev finished his combination, and because As soon as Beterbiev is done shooting his shots, he's very a lot of most of the time people are very open because they're not expecting to be countered half the time. So for Bivol to really pick his shots really well, and a lot of people are saying that, you know, Bivol was running away, he was doing that, doing this, he's running away, he's being a coward. This guy is not a Shakur Stevenson. This guy, this is definitive. I don't know what I'm saying. This is like skill that is so beautiful to watch compared to someone like Shakur. Because Shakur, the only thing he does is run away. He doesn't fire no combinations. He runs away, jumps up like I don't know, like it's actually insane what this guy does. It's impressive to a certain degree what Shakur does. But with Bivol, this guy, he's weaving, he's on the back foot, he's landing shots, combinations, he's firing after Beterbiev throws. It was amazing, and a lot of the Beterbiev fans right now, I'm not going to say, you know, a group, but a lot of them are really crying right now because they're saying it's a very biased, it's a robbery, blah, 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 robbery this, robbery that. Like, get a grip. He lost. What did Bivol say when he lost? A lot of people said that Bivol won as well in the last fight, in the first fight. People were saying that he won. Oh, what am I saying? And he was saying, I lost, but next time I know I have to be perfect. And that's exactly what he did for the next fight. So for Beterbiev to, you know, not want to shake his hand after that, that's so embarrassing. It's a little bit embarrassing for him to kind of just be angry and say, I don't want to shake your hand right now, but after our trilogy, I will. That is embarrassing. That's really stupid of him. I don't know, like, what kind of sportsman is this? What sportsmanship is this? It's just stupid to me. For the judges' scorecards, me personally, I had it 116-112. I honestly thought that Bivol won the first 3 rounds. He was landing the cleaner strikes. He was hand fighting perfectly. Whoops. He was catching Bivol's. What the hell? He was catching Beterbiev's jab and firing back a jab of his own and doing 1-2. He was staying on the back foot, countering shots perfectly. A lot of Beterbiev's shots were caught on the forearm of Bivol. So that's very impressive. Because honestly, I thought it was going to go the exact same way of the fight, but instead, you know, Beterbiev was going to catch him early on in the fight. So I'm honestly really happy that Bivol won, especially after, you know, Katie Bivol, Bivol's ex-wife, was celebrating. Yay! My ex-husband can't pay me higher in child support now that he's not undisputed champ of the world. Yay! Like, what is this mindset? What are you thinking? Like, really, what are you thinking here? How is this intelligence? Where is the intelligence here? There's no sort of intelligence in this person whatsoever. So, yeah. I'm so happy Bivol won. And I'm excited for the rematch. Like, this, a lot of people are saying that Bivol should fight Benavidez. I don't give a shit about Benavidez, okay? Benavidez should have fought Canelo 3 years ago. That fight's not being made. So, Benavidez got sick and tired and said, I'm going to move on up. And Canelo is now fighting people that don't deserve to fight for undisputed titles. He fought Edgar Berlanga. Yeah, Edgar Berlanga, that guy. What elite win does that guy have on his record? Tell me. Exactly none. The only fight that I kind of liked from him was, let me think. The only good fight from Canelo lately was Jaime Munguia and maybe Jermell Charlo, but even, like, Jermell Charlo was at, what, 154, 147? I don't even know what weight class he's at. He doesn't fight that much. It's been like a year since he's fought. I don't even care. Like, why is Canelo fighting people 2 weight divisions below him? Like, I would be fine with it if it was like the guy was like at 160 for most of his life and then decided to go up and fight. Like, you know, like what Triple G did for the 3rd fight. Like, I'm fine with that. But I don't give a... Like, why the hell does Edgar Berlanga deserve a shot at Undisputed? Well, that doesn't make any sense. John Ryder? What are we thinking here? Caleb Plant deserves a higher shot than these guys. Like, what the hell are we doing here? I don't understand what Canelo's mindset is. Oh, David Benavidez is an asshole. I don't want to do business with this guy. Brother, it's a fight. Go shut him up then in the fight. Like what are you thinking here? And so back to this fight. Sorry, I got carried away. But for this fight for the trilogy, let's give him like a good 6 months to recover. Like fighting 4 months right after the war you had previously is insane. I could never think of that. That's actually nuts to me. So I think that they should give him like five to 7 months off. Let him fight on another Riyadh season card in Saudi Arabia. And I think for that one, for the co-main, you do Callum Smith versus David Benavidez. Because that fight makes more sense. Callum Smith is coming off a good win. Same card as well. So I think that makes more sense than giving Benavidez a shot. Yeah. Bivol Beterbiev running back again. I think Bivol would take it, honestly, again. If he fights exactly how he fought in the last fight, I think he would do really well, and I think he could beat Benavidez. Fantastic cardio placement, conserving stamina when it was fantastic. So yeah, what do you guys think in the comment section below? Let me know, who do you guys think? When should these guys fight again? It's not who they should fight next. And I will see you all later. See you guys.